as you all know, he needs no introduction, but he is the time light heavyweight world champion and the current WBO light heavyweight world champion. Sergey, would you like to make a brief opening statement?
Hello, everybody. I want to say that I'm very excited about my next fight, Canelo Alvarez, and I must show to the world that I deserve, to be the best in light heavyweight division. This is a huge goal in my boxing career, from the young guy, and very talented and very famous, This is a lot of pressure to me, but believe me, I'm in boxing already since 11 years old, and I should be fine, it's nothing for me. Just I should get inside the ring and do my best job. I'm very happy that I'm still in the business on the top level of boxing, and just still waiting November 2nd. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergey. And I think I can amplify his comments only to say that, I had a conversation with a Russian reporter the other day who's known Sergey since he probably was five, and he mentioned that Sergey, since this past summer, he said he's changed, he's different. What's changed? What's different? I don't understand. And it's clearly the introduction of this fantastic team. Buddy McGirt being, if not the best, one of the very best trainers in the sport. And, of course, Teddy Cruz, who is his physical trainer. I think they've both made a huge impact. And I think Sergey's resurgence of his career is a tribute to not only their efforts, but Sergey being a real champion, showing what real champions do. And I couldn't... Is Vegas here yet?
And I want to say one more thing, that right now I have a great team, with great coaches, Buddy McGirt and Teddy Cruz, and right now I'm feeling very comfortable, in my team, very right weather in our team, good emotions, and we right now all of us follow for our dream, get victory over Canelo.
Thank you, Sergey. It really does show. Speaking as a member of that team. Okay, so since we don't have Vegas here, Sergey, Vladimir Lik is on the phone, and he has graciously offered to translate if you need any help with any of the words during the Q&A. So don't hesitate to ask if you need help with a word here and there. So I guess now we will open up to questions and answers. James, you're going to take over now?
Yes, I'll take over.
Thank you.
We can begin our Q&A session. If you have a question, press *1 on your phone. If you need to exit the question queue, you may press a pound sign or the hash key. And if you're using a speakerphone, you may need to pick up the handset first before pressing the numbers. Once again, if you have a question, press *1 on your phone. And our first question is Dan Raphael from ESPN.
Hey, thank you very much, everybody. Hello, everybody. My first question, I'd like for Sergey and for Buddy to answer this. Because Sergey just fought in August against Yard, and it's relatively speaking a quick turnaround, particularly for a veteran fighter of Sergey's age. I wonder if there was any kind of accommodations that you've had to make for that fact as you train for this fight. Anything you had to change because of the quick turnaround?
Well, all I can say is the only thing that we had to change was we had to, really not come into camp full force because he was already in shape. So we just took it day by day, nice and easy, nice and slow. We didn't have to get in shape like normally. We don't have to lose weight like normal. So I think it's a blessing that it was a quick turnaround.
Sergey, could you address that?
Yes. for me, yes, it's not enough rest between the fights, but I'm very like that my fights fight by fight, often like with a short rest. I mean, that I don't like a 4 or 5 months or more than 4 months have a rest. This killing me, I getting lazy, I getting busy with my family, but right now, just a small rest, like 3-4 weeks, and I'm ready, and I'm back again to the training camp. Right now, everything goes very, very good, under control. Buddy McGirt and Teddy Cruz, right now I'm feeling good.
So just to make clear, you actually like the fact that there was a short turnaround as opposed to a much longer layoff as you've become used to.
I like, I like short rest between the fights.
Okay.
1 month enough, just.
So another question for you. Oh, go ahead. Another question for you is this: just how surprised were you that a middleweight like Canelo Alvarez called your name? Because Oscar De La Hoya, his promoter, and Canelo had said your name several times. I think even before the Daniel Jacobs fight, that would be a fight that down the road they'd be interested in. And I think a lot of fans and reporters sort of were like, yeah, he can't really be serious about that. But he did call your name, and now you're fighting him. So how surprised were you compared to many others that thought this was not really a fight that he was serious about?
Canelo, I respect Canelo because he goes right now up to 2 divisions, and this is a huge call for him and for myself. Also, but Canelo wants to try get the title in light heavyweight division, and if he will get the title, nobody will be say that you lose, or he nothing to lose, he just trying. But I should to defend my title, and I will defend my title. If I lose more than Canelo lose, and therefore Canelo just tried to build he trying to make his history, but I'm here. I'm on my position.
You mentioned that he wants to make history, which he would if he's able to capture this belt. But do you think that, I know you don't know the answer because I don't think you've had the conversation. What is your feeling? Is it he took and called you for this fight because he genuinely wants to make the history, or he sees you as a big name who is vulnerable, but also somebody that his broadcaster would accept other than the third Triple G fight?
I don't think so that he is avoiding the fight against Triple G, but he's right now want to make his glory, or how it's correct to say that his story, and also he saw on my face in that I'm the best in light heavyweight division fighter, and if fights against Triple G will happen, it doesn't matter. Canelo will win the fight November 2nd or not. It just I think so. He just wanna try it, to make a history. But we will see. November 2nd, I will be in the ring, and we'll be ready for everything what he will bring.
All right, I just have one more question for you, Sergey. You've had so many big wins in your career. I'm thinking about Bernard Hopkins, the 2 fights against Jean Pascal, the revenge match against Storm Alvarez. But in all the fights that you've had, when you went overseas and won the title against Cleverly, would a victory against Canelo, even though he's a smaller fighter, but because he's such a huge name, would you think that in the later stages of your career that this, in fact, if you win, would be the biggest win of your career? And I'd like Kathy's opinion on that also. But Sergey, what do you think about that?
If Canelo goes to 175 division, that means that his body is ready. Yes, he's a short high, but his weight will be in the fight day like more than 175. I'm sure. Maybe he no longer like just losing the weight, because he started long the boxing career still losing weight. But right now he wanna fighting with a full stomach.
But would you consider your biggest win?
Yeah, it's gonna be my biggest win. Yes, of course. This is the biggest name what I fought after Bernard Hopkins.
All right, and Kathy, your thoughts about that? You promoted all those big fights.
Yeah, I think Sergey said it exactly right. He's the biggest, most marketable name on his record, and that, in the eyes of fans, makes it the biggest. Of course.
All right, very good. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to the fight.
Thank you.
Next question from Tony Page, New York Daily News.
Hey, Sergey, how are you?
I'm fine, good.
One question for you. How is it working with Buddy McGirt, and what is he bringing to the table?
I'm very happy that I found this coach. I met with the Buddy a long time ago when I came in US, and I came to in US 2009, and I met with Buddy 2011 or 2012 in some boxing fights, but I never saw that Buddy can be my coach, But right now everything happened for a reason, and I found and I started working with Buddy McGirt and Teddy Cruz, and I'm very happy. I really like to work with them, and we'll see what will be November 2nd, but I'm sure that will be the great fight.
Did he teach you more than you already knew?
Buddy gives me everything right what I lost after my losing control of the trainings. When all my titles, what I had, 3 titles before my first lose, I had all my amateur experience to get those titles, but that I have a big rest between the fights. I lost all my tactique, because I didn't have a good coach in my training camp. Nobody controlled me, nobody gave me instruction what I should to do, I did everything by myself, and when I lost the fight against Ward, then another fight, I started looking for the right coach, who can help me, and I found it, Buddy McGirt.
Great, thanks very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Our next question from John Cudney.